Hi, today I want to talk a little bit about chord theory and how to put a melody with chords. Let's say you take a C chord, which is spelled C-E-G. I'll play it down here. And obviously, this might be just really basic, and you probably realize this. If I were to play something in the melody that has either a C, E, or G, it's going to sound fine. And there are certain notes that will sound more harsh, like a C sharp, F sharp, maybe a B flat, depending on what you're hearing there. So when you make a melody to go along with it, you can have what's called a passing tone. So I'm going from C, D, E. There's a little bit of tension there, but it resolves. And I'll go from E to F to G. That's a little bit of tension. Or I come down from A to G. That's an appoggiatura. Basically, on melodies, you either can stay on the same pitch, go by step, or go by leap. And so those are the ways to basically play melodies. So depending on what chord you're using, and you're trying to match a melody with a chord, you kind of like play through your melody. Say this was the melody. And so I'm looking, okay, there's a lot of notes that focus around that C chord, but also there's some notes that potentially are focusing around an A minor chord as well. So if I were, that could work, but I think that probably is a little bit more satisfying sound. And that's one thing that you can have when you play chords, when you harmonize a melody. You could have potentially a substitution chord that goes along with that, and basically a substitution chord is going to have usually two notes that will be in that chord depending on where it's at. So like if I take a C chord, if I add it, take off the G and put an A, it's an A minor chord, or play a C chord, take off the C and put a B, it's an E minor chord. So the E minor and A minor are some substitution chords for the chord of C. So hopefully that helps a little bit if you're trying to harmonize a melody. Hope that helps out. Rock and roll.